Charges of hypocrisy. Bishop Eddie Long, the married minister of the huge New Birth Missionary Baptist Church, who has been highly critical of gays and lesbians, is actually accused of living life on the down low, secretly engaging in gay sex himself. Long denies it.
I have never in my life portrayed myself as a perfect man. But I am not the man that's being portrayed on the television.
But in church, Long preached that homosexuality is immoral.
You cannot say, I was born this way. I don't care what scientists say. If you say you were born this way, then you're saying, God, you're a liar. You can be converted. You were not born that way.
But on September 21st, two young men in Georgia, Maurice Robinson and Anthony Flagg, filed lawsuits claiming Long had used his position of trust to coerce them into sexual activity, that he had the young men identified as spiritual sons, that he flew them around the country, sleeping in the same rooms, engaging in sex acts, claiming that sex was an important part of spiritual life. Accusations Long denied, but in recently filed court papers, Long admitted he took the men on trips, occasionally shared rooms with them, and gave them gifts, but he denies sexual misconduct. Jamal Paris filed another lawsuit against Long, and here's what he told Atlanta TV station WAGA.
I cannot get the sound of his voice out of my head, and I cannot forget the smell of his cologne, and I cannot forget the way that he made me cry many nights when I drove in his cars on the way home, not able to take enough showers to wipe the smell of him off of my body.
Photos were released of Bishop Long dressed in tight, revealing spandex workout clothing, apparently taking his own picture with a camera phone. Pictures Long sent to one of the plaintiffs, according to his lawyer. But Long's attorney said the pictures were not relevant to the case. With speculation swirling whether he would step down, Bishop Long took to the pulpit.
This thing, I'm going to fight. And I want you to know one other thing. I feel like David against Goliath. But I got 5 rocks, and I haven't thrown one yet.
By week's end, his fourth accuser filed suit and went public, claiming he too had sexual relations with the bishop.
I pray for everyone, especially Bishop.
Now, after all the accusations and claims of innocence, Long and his accusers have agreed to try to keep it private with mediation instead of a public trial, according to recently released court documents. Some legal experts say cutting a deal in private mediation looks like an admission of some guilt, while others say that's not the case.
Almost all mediations, when the case settles, neither side gives any admission of liability or responsibility. That is pretty standard in any settlement agreement.
If mediation succeeds, we may never know what really happened. Joe John, CNN, Washington.